later. I'll explain later. We're gonna start it. We're gonna start it up right now again.
Yeah, I had to get schooled. You know what I'm saying?
I got a terrible mouth too. It's okay.
I did too.
All right. Here we go. And I think
I look like
will
Moses.
do it. There we go. Okay.
Moses.
Yeah,
Try that one more time. Okay, there we go. Well, that was fun. So we're gonna try this once again from the top. 1, 2, 3, 0. Hello, good evening, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in to Showcase for the week ending Friday. I almost said Sunday. Friday, December 17, 2021. My name is Don, and we're going in alphabetical order. Let's start with Alonzo. Hey, can you hear me?
What's up, guys? Yeah, it's me, Halo. You're gonna see a lot more from me in this channel just because I'm playing Halo for Weekend Showcase. But yeah, I'm doing good. I haven't been here in a while, but I'm down to talk about everything we have to talk about and everything that happened in the week. And yeah, I'm excited.
That sounds like we need to like have that as like actual branding, basically, like Halo with Halo.
Yeah.
Right? That sounds like a thing we maybe should try. I don't know.
Editor, get on it.
We'll do that.
We'll get on it.
Andrew, you still there?
Yeah. Hi everybody. Andrew over here. All that good stuff. I'm excited to, I saw No Way Home yesterday. It was great. I won't spoil it.
Okay, good. Yeah, very important. Don't spoil it. You've been playing video games lately?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you, addicted to the new Fortnite season because they put Spider-Man in it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I also played
definitely
Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. Yeah.
You also played what? I'm sorry?
Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning.
Is that a good game?
It is. I wish they would have done more graphical updates to it.
Okay, well, we may have to have a larger conversation than a standalone video at a later point, but we'll get together on that, Andrew, a little later on. Kaiko, you still there?
Young Kaiko in the building.
Hey, you want to say hi to the audience right quick?
I ain't prepared no introduction, but I'm here. I'm ready. Since we talking about games we've been playing, I've been on Pokemon Diamond because I love Pokemon, and y'all need to know that. And I've been on Animal Crossing because my town looked fire. And then I think that wasn't it. I was playing one other game and I can't think of it. I must have not been playing it if I can't think of it.
Well, it's okay. It'll come back to you, I'm sure.
Right.
And then we'll go ahead and we have to bring that up a little bit later on, like as we're wrapping up, maybe.
Yes,
but
sir.
in the meantime, though, we have some stuff to do here right quick, which involves, let me see. Oh, there's actually something really cool that we can go ahead and launch right now. Actually, there's this little coming in 2022 thing. Let me go ahead and call an audible right quick and launch this thing. This is a trailer from Disney Plus. We're about to do trailer reactions. Basically, every Friday night we do live streams with trailer reactions, and we have some. There's a really cool piece of a clip that was just released on the official channel for Disney Plus yesterday, in fact. So this is like hot off the presses, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this. Is there anything on that platform that y'all are aware of that you're looking forward to?
I've seen one or two things.
Moon Knight.
Okay. All right. What else, Andrew?
I saw something and I really can't remember what all of them that we were looking at.
Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
There you go.
Mandalorian season 3. I can't wait. I am hyped about any future Marvel projects, of course. Hawkeye's.
I'm looking forward to She-Hulk.
She-Hulk is going to be great. She-Hulk is going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
She-Hulk.
Definitely. All right. I think I have this set up here for us to be able to go ahead and launch. Let me see. There it is. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start with the trailer reactions right now. There's the list right here in the center of the screen here. This will be a little bit busy screen space here. Andrew, you may need to stay like closer to your camera so we can like see your proper reactions to it once we get rolling here. But all right, so let's go ahead and begin with, this is the coming in 2022 trailer that I had just mentioned from Disney Plus. They had just put this out yesterday. Apparently there's some new sizzle footage of some sort. Let's take a look and discuss. Here's coming in 22 from Disney Plus.
Please speak freely.
Here we go.
The end of one era is the beginning of another.
Today's gonna be different.
Oh, cool.
I got this, right?
Totally.
You're about to meet the greatest warriors ever known.
I'm here to make a proposal that's mutually beneficial.
Find your life.
Hello.
I love family reunions.
Let's get on with it, shall we?
This is what we've been waiting for.
I really forgot about
Okay,
a lot of those.
so
Right.
holy crap, there's a lot to unpack in here.
Yeah.
I feel like
Like,
a lot of
where
those
do you
don't
even
come
begin?
out for like 2 more years plus too.
Well, the idea is that they're kind of like focusing on stuff that's clearly coming out in 2022 at least the implication is that. So like
Right.
maybe some stuff wound up getting pushed into the 22 calendar that the public isn't fully aware of yet, and they'll sort of like give more details on that as we go further into the year. Hopefully, I don't know. Otherwise, why would they have put that footage in here and then branded this trailer accordingly?
Right.
I don't know. That's just my dumb perspective. But what do y'all think? Is there anything jog y'all's memory about other projects that
Yeah.
other
that was
projects that
pretty,
y'all looking forward to?
pretty nostalgic.
Mhm.
In a sense, I felt a nice little rush of nostalgia. It was nice, I'm looking forward to all of that.
I mean, I was refreshed to see the specific release date. We now know when Eternals is hitting Disney Plus. I saw
Right,
January
right.
12
Hmm.
is when that's hitting, so that's very encouraging. I saw the Obi-Wan
It's-
Kenobi show that we know that Ewan McGregor is going to be in there,
Right.
and Hayden Christensen's coming back, so that's going to be amazing,
That's
right?
gonna be
Um,
insane.
Alo, Andrew, y'all are the Star Wars geeks. Where come on, your anticipation's got to be at a 12 right now.
I just,
Yeah, I think a lot of it strives from Book of Boba Fett first. I'm not very interested in what Bad Batch season 2 could be, because I feel like it's just going to be Clone Wars season 7.5, or I guess it'll be season 8, because we already had Bad Batch season whatever. But I'm pretty
I can
excited.
totally agree.
Yeah, yeah.
I just feel as though, even though I enjoyed Bad Batch, there's not too many directions they can really take that story that are going to be more interesting than the Book of Boba Fett, a completely new frontier. Like it's going to be one of those things where one is confined within time limit, and not only a time limit, but something we know kind of about that in between period. While this is the Book of Boba Fett is going to be basically during the Wild Wild West era of, I would say, galaxy.
Yeah, it's really cool to see that explored too, because we only know what happens after episode 6 from Mandalorian. But now we're getting it from Boba Fett's standpoint. That's exciting. That's pretty cool.
I hate Disney because look at everything that they have. They have everybody. They just, it's like.
Oh,
it's
you're
like,
talking about a monopoly. It's a monopoly,
yeah,
is what
man.
you're saying.
They got everybody, and it's just crazy. Just looking at everything that they can present to you now, and it's officially Disney.
Yeah, like I didn't know Free Guy was a Disney movie.
I
Yeah.
don't
Well,
think
it's
it is.
not.
I don't think it is.
Not really. It's basically it's one of those situations that it's a side effect of the fact that Disney owns Fox. Don't forget, they now own
Right.
20th Century Studios.
I hate
And
Disney.
so it's
Shout out to Disney.
I hate him. Shout him out.
Yeah,
wow.
right.
Yeah, because that's what you do with stuff that you don't like. Let's make sure they have airtime on a live stream. Anyway, all right, let's move on. Let's move on. Here's something. This is a YouTube. This is a video from YouTube about YouTube. This is to reference the fact that there have been 1 trillion Minecraft views.
And does
on
that
YouTube.
mean like from the Minecraft account or like just overall? What does that mean?
I think it's overall. Let's take a look.
Yeah. Okay. Are they gonna? Oh, about to say they're gonna count that whole number down.
1, 2, 3.
Ah,
That's a weird, gigantic gelatin cube hopping along. Oh goodness.
Villager news. Green.
Classic.
I mean, we've all done that.
Ah, Prince Joffrey.
Oh, they put Jeb in it. I didn't think they were gonna put Jeb in it.
I saw that. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, that's pretty cool. Take me there.
Oh my goodness.
That's possible. Wait, how do you
much
make a
time did
Ferris
that-
wheel?
Yeah, exactly. A lot of redstone.
I have a
lot of
really-
redstone.
I have a really great friend, and she's incredible. She's brilliant. One of the smartest people I ever know, and she loves Minecraft. And she can build that stuff in like a day.
Wow.
It blows me
What?
away when a Minecrafter can do that, because I'm just like it's like a certain level of engineering, redstone and like what is it, honey and slime. I don't know the components, but you know they're basically rudimentary, you know, like terms for how you can code and make all these crazy engineering things. But dude, Minecrafters are no joke. No joke.
I have a crazy Minecraft on my Switch. Like my Minecraft looks crazy.
So Kaiko, what's the most complex thing that you've built in your Minecraft world? Then?
I mean, you know what? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have nothing that be moving. I just have monuments, and like I just make characters. I have like Meta Knight and Goku and Majora's Mask all like in the same block, and I'm doing all the original Pokemon. So I do stuff like that, and I have a really cool house. But I don't know how you do a Ferris wheel. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, that was in full motion. Part of me thinks they cheated it and just basically made a whole like rendered trailer or whatever basically to do that. I don't know. Andrew, what's the most complex thing you've built?
Honestly, I made a moving Dracula's castle.
Okay.
Yeah, it was redstone, and basically it was in the shape of Dracula's castle, and I would have pistons that moved it ever so far, and then I would basically take a command block and say command. I could switch between two commands to go. Or technically it was 4 commands, but technically I could go in 4 different directions. I couldn't go, of course, diagonally, but yeah, I made a Dracula's moving castle.
Wow. I don't understand the mechanics of Minecraft blocks like that. Like, as far as making stuff move, pistons and redstone, I don't understand all this stuff, and it saddens me. But like, I just don't have time for it. I just like building.
Yeah.
Sounds like we need a happy hour Minecraft Let's Play weekend showcase.
Yeah, I think
or
so.
Or at least like a weaning process of like how to get used to the mechanics of how Minecraft works overall. Which is probably a good starting point.
What's interesting? Guys. Yeah, what's
I was going there next.
Is that I don't think the mechanics are that hard, but they've been progressively creating more.
Yeah.
Like I know they added so remember when I said honey?
Yeah.
I don't think that was new information for me like 2 months ago. I didn't know that honey came out and that it had properties to build upon like redstone engineering and creation. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that stuff.
What if I told you that there is probably one of my favorite things that's a new Minecraft thing is that there's this one plant that grows, and actually when you step on said plant, it'll drop. Like you're supposed to step on it, right? And then jump to something else. So it made it for like parkour. Have you seen the Caves and Cliffs update?
Yes. Oh yeah, that's huge, right? That's a big thing.
Yeah.
Drew, can you please sit closer to the camera? Good grief. Like, it's hard to see.
I hear him pretty fine, actually. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, no, it's a visual, not the audio. But yeah, go ahead, Andrew.
I don't want them to see my face, Don. I'm just
you're probably the most good-looking one out of all of us, dog. What do you mean?
Hey.
I give it to him.
No.
Hey,
so my entire point being, so the Caves and Cliffs update, I was thinking about just as a project, I was probably going to rebuild that Dracula's moving castle within the actual caves and cliffs and see if I could actually make it go come up from the actual ground, right? Like I don't know. When I play Minecraft, I set aside time to play Minecraft.
Right.
Like, it's not like a different game
Right.
where you could like go, hey, I'm just gonna play this and see how long until I get bored.
Right.
No, I have to set aside time and like commit myself to Minecraft. So it's good to see that it's getting views like crazy.
Right. Yeah. Now is this in creative mode that you have to be doing all this? Because there's no way.
Yeah, there's no way I could make a moving castle in survival.
There's a way. There's a way.
The castle though, but the moving stuff and like the pistons and all that, that's all done in creative too, right? That's
no, you can do it in survival.
Yeah,
you can technically mine stuff in survival and build it, but I'm gonna be honest, man. That would take me days upon days upon days to get all of those resources just to make this castle move.
Man, it took me about 6 months to make what I have on my Switch. 6 months of just straight every day I was doing it. You know what I'm saying?
I made a whole Japanese like village. Like I took a bunch of the concepts of the like villages, and then I put on a texture pack for I think it was like a samurai texture pack or like a ninja texture pack. Turned all my swords into katanas. I love it. But I took those villages and I put them all into like a small area, and then I started building like Japanese architecture all around there. And I haven't done much redstone on that world, but yeah, man, Minecraft is fun. I love Minecraft.
You know, at the end of the day,
it was a good video.
All that being said, it's great. It's a great game.
But I think the video did a great job just highlighting where we've been. Like a lot of these skins look familiar. A lot of these structures are awesome. Just that Ender Dragon alone.
Now, I also don't know the lore of Minecraft either.
Me neither.
There's
not much lore to be there.
Yeah, right. You know,
but
those
like,
walking houses look like AT-ATs.
But see, look, just based on the complexity of what's being alluded to in this trailer alone, like it's enough for if you're coming in basically cold in terms of an understanding of what Minecraft is capable of doing and offering you, the player, and as a creative experience, it's enough to just overcome you with like just there's no way I can get started with this. Like look at what people are capable of, like who have clearly been doing this for a long time. It's like, where do you even begin to build stuff like this? What we're looking at right now as the camera pulls away, how in the world can I, a noob, like hold a candle to this on my best month? You know, I mean, like where
I can make these buildings though. I can make these buildings real quick, but the hot air balloons and the Ferris wheel and the boat that's in the water, I don't know about all that. You know, like
my main thing when it comes to Minecraft in general is that Minecraft is one of those games that you just play, and so when you play Minecraft, you get better at other games because you've played Minecraft. It takes enough effort where you like, for example, if you play enough Minecraft, I'm sure that you could pick up any survival game, any game that has some form of creative or some type of building structure would be perfectly fine in it, right? It's like how if you pick up a Dark Souls game, right? You're good at it, and you're now forever good at any game that has a dodge mechanic.
I can confirm I played Minecraft once and I got a nuke in my next Call of Duty game.
Fact.
I don't know how Minecraft did it, but
wow. I remember back in the day hearing similar things about Battlefield 1943, and then going from that into Bad Company, like the Bad Company games. Same principle.
Wow, you really sparked something in my brain, dude. I remember watching Bad Company 2 gameplay on Comcast on demand when I was like 7.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, dude. That was when G4 was like a thing, and they were like hosting.
Dude said G4.
Yeah, dude. You remember G4?
Oh,
yeah.
Dude, I actually used to work for someone who is currently one of the hosts for G4 right now.
Wow.
Hey.
Pretty awesome. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Are you still in touch with them? We should do an interview.
Yeah, his name's the Black Hokage. His name's Corey. I'll reach out to him, dude. He's awesome. He's great. Yeah. He talks about G4 and his experience all the time. Yeah.
Wow. That'd be amazing. Let's try and work that out. We'll discuss that like after we've wrapped. Moving on. We have a few more trailers to get through here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more trailers here.
Yo, is that
And,
Terminator?
yeah, this is the Terminator franchise refuses to die. This is a new game. I think this is a real-time strategy thing is what this looks like, judging by the thumbnail here. This is called Terminator Dark Fate Defiance. I know. It's one of those things. I know.
I would have settled for, what's the other one? Genesis? Jenny Smith? I like the world they did better than they did Dark Fate.
Yeah.
Honestly, on certain levels, I actually agree with that. But anyway, we gotta check this out. Here's Terminator Dark Fate Defiance.
Yo ho ho.
After this
Go
ad.
Apex Legends.
Yo,
After this
Terminator,
ad.
let's go.
After this ad, shut up. Here we go. All right. This looks like a gameplay trailer.
Ah, you're right.
Yeah, this is full-on real-time strategy.
Oh no, wait,
Could
is
have
that
just
the
made another
Resistance?
Warhammer game.
Is that the
I like this
Resistance?
game. I like games like this.
Wait, this is pretty cool because this is like Los Angeles. Yeah, dude, those are all the
Holy
Terminator
crap.
bases. Can you imagine that? Like, you just wake up and like 7 nukes are outside and like a bunch of robots, and you're
Sounds
like, "Mom,
you
where are
live in
you?"
Gotham.
I'd rather not. I would honestly rather not imagine that. Here's some ground troops walking through.
I want them to zoom in on the character models. And the specific reason why I do is because a lot of these specific games have really cruddy character models, but because of the distance, they just kind of hide it. So,
Say again, Andrew, closer to the monitors. Because of the what?
so I truly think that I would like to see like their character models up close. Because if I'm going to spend my money on another RTS, it has to have good character models. Like, because a lot of times RTSs have the really bad habit of being not bad, but they'll hide the fact that they barely rendered anything with so they'll hide the fact that they barely rendered anything with the actual draw distance. Like,
Can you name an example?
okay, so right now, the top-down view that we have right now, let's say you do want me to name an example of bad.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've played a lot
RTS.
of bad RTSs, man.
Name one.
The Lord of the Rings one. I really thought that was going to be somewhat good. Like, I feel like that's an easy concept to accomplish, and I played it, and I played the mobile port and the PC port, and they're both bad.
Wow. Kaiko, Alonso, have y'all ever played RTS games?
I don't know. I played, is this like a tactics game? Like where you you take turns and Yu Yu Hakusho is my favorite anime. I don't know if y'all know what Yu Yu Hakusho is, but they have a game on Game Boy Advance, and it's like tactics. It's called Tournament Tactics. It's about the Dark Realm. I mean the Dark Tournament, and it's just like turn-based stuff like this. So I mean that's the only game I've ever played.
I also don't know if Terminator is interesting enough for me to play an entire game.
Right. See, I like Yu Yu Hakusho so much. That's why I love that game.
Yeah.
But-
If you're a hardcore enough fan, this is the sort of game that might compel you to check
Right.
it out. But if you're not there, then you're just not there. Ayla, what do you think?
I think Terminator would work. I think it'll work perfectly. Here's my problem though. Terminator, right? Terminator's future. There's 2 different Terminator futures, right?
Yeah.
You got Terminator Salvation, which I hope you guys remember.
Yes.
And then you got
2009, yeah.
Future Terminator. That's where that's where like everyone's like pew, 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 pew. You know what I mean? That's awesome. Give me that future. Because right now they're doing Terminator Salvation and nobody cares. I don't care about Terminator Salvation. I don't care about like Battle LA Terminator. I want like scar through the eye, like resistance, like blue, purple lasers. I want to hear like the pew, 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 pew. You know what I mean? And like the sparks flying out of like endoskeletons where they're like, and then like their arm falls off. I want to see that.
Well,
That sounds
then
awesome.
why not make an approach towards trying the XCOM type of strategy versus an actual over the top strategy like this? Because
That's
by
just
doing
what I was gonna get into, dude. Because I think XCOM would have been perfect for Terminator, but I'm
yes,
seeing too much Halo Wars 2.
yes,
Mm.
You know what I mean?
that's what I'm
That's
saying.
a valid point.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That's
Mhm.
how you do Terminator. You do Terminator, boots on the ground, lasers in the sky, explosions in the air,
Well,
tanks
that's because you
blowing
have to
up.
care about the characters. Like my entire point is in XCOM because you not only customize the characters, but you can go ahead and you know not only make what decisions they make, but what upgrades stuff like that. It makes them more personal, and you're not trying to get them killed. You know,
Mhm.
permadeath is a thing. They could have taken that same concept and applied it to a Terminator story, a completely new one, and I would enjoy the game.
One thing
Right.
they could
So
also do that I think could be fun and encourage people to buy the game is one thing. So my only experience with top down is Halo Wars and Halo Wars 2 because it was friendly for consoles. And that's all I really had growing up. But there was a really cool mode where you could play against your friends, and those friends would be
Yes.
allowed to have like the Covenant, equipment and weapons. How cool would it be if you market Terminator in the future, play with your friends, but you can also showcase those characters with
Mhm.
Terminators, like Terminator infantries, like the
Mhm.
heavies, the maybe like the disguised ones with the human faces. And what if they look just like
Hunter
their
killers.
infantry and they can't tell and they click on them, but it's actually Terminator? That espionage feel of like Terminator infantry in war, I feel like isn't properly being explored. And it's sad because hearing you guys go, nah, Terminator, whatever, in my head, that sounds awesome. Terminator is
Mhm.
the coolest pinnacle of war, man and machines. You know what I mean?
But then
People
it's like to
blowing up and
Andrew's
them
point.
wearing their skin. That's
Yeah.
horrifying. Let me see
But
that,
then
dude.
but Alo, hang on. To Andrew's point earlier, it's like you're able to say all of this and gush about this hypothetical game scenario from the standpoint of being the hardcore fan that Andrew was just saying he's not. So it's like, how do you, I hear where the passion is coming from, but it's like, go ahead.
I used to be, but they made too many movies. Like
Hmm.
my entire point. Like the thing about it is, and especially because they're setting this. I don't know when they're setting the actual story or anything, but I'm assuming that it's tying in with the Dark Fate movie, right?
Mm-hmm. No.
I personally checked out at Genesis, man. I couldn't do it anymore. I was just like, I've seen Terminator too many times now. Like, why is John Connor tried to be killed this many times? Why does he keep coming back? And why?
Well,
it is pretty unfortunate that they keep so like the way I see it, the way the hardcore fans see it, Terminator Genesis sucks, but Terminator Dark Fate is worse. And that sucks, dude. As
which
a
is
fan,
interesting.
that's not fun because like
Because
Terminator 3 is okay.
I
And
thought we
Terminator
were
Salvation
bad
was
at Salvation. I thought we were kind of, cutting it close with Salvation, really. And now we're
So
just
we have
I
a
think-
comment. We have a comment I want to go ahead and inject here really quickly. This is from Staff ZX. Also, the Terminator franchise is now like the Jaws franchise. Or sorry, Yu Yu Hakusho was near perfection. It's
Yeah.
a must-see anime. Also,
Bad.
for strategy, I think I'll stick with Final Fantasy Tactics and Fire Emblem.
personally, I'm a Warhammer Dawn of War guy. I also like any Star Wars, like RTS, like Empire War. I modded it so much.
Okay.
I think
Any other?
I think after what you said, I don't like what this game looks like because I'm a hardcore fan and I have expectations. You know what I mean? But I'm seeing the same way. I remember people around me, like my social circle, even my own dad, who was the one who took me to go see Terminator Salvation when it came out in like 2009 when I was like a child or 7, whatever.
Yeah.
Even being in that theater, being around like people double my age, everyone felt weird because it was like, this isn't Terminator. This doesn't, where are the lasers? You know, like the purple fire,
Right.
the explosions, or even better, the skulls. There's like human remains all over the ground. That's scary. I didn't see that once in Terminator Salvation. But I will say, the ending of Terminator Salvation was some of the best.
Yes.
It almost triumphs Terminator 2. It doesn't, but it almost does. Because that CGI for the endoskeletons fighting, John Connor in the end
Yeah.
was awesome. That was
Mm.
cool.
Wow, that's very high praise. That's very high praise from you, Alo, especially. This is another comment from Steph, and then we got to move on. Also, the Terminator franchise is now like the Jaws franchise. It had a good first 2 installments, but it went downhill ever since. So yeah, there's another +1 to you guys' observations earlier, especially Andrew, your point earlier about how there's just been too many movies. This franchise has been milked to death, and not in a good way.
I feel like
I don't think they
you could
think them
just
through,
take
man.
the base concept and make a game out of it. And taking that base concept and making a game out of it would be better than trying to make a movie tie-in.
Right.
They also did the Sarah Connor Chronicles, which wasn't bad, but nobody remembers it because it wasn't great. And that's what we need. We don't need a good Terminator movie anymore. We've had too many duds. We need a great Terminator if they are to try again.
Salvation, unfortunately, like I have to say it like this: Salvation is not even a bad movie. It's just the fact that it's supposed to be really good.
It's the fact that it has Terminator in the title. You know what I mean? If it didn't have Terminator in the title and it was like some other like Neil Blomkamp movie, I would have been like, dude, this movie's great.
Yeah.
And it is.
And so that's how they feel about this game. You say Terminator and everybody just eat it up because it's Terminator. They don't really know what they're getting, you know.
Exactly.
But I think I would play this game if it was under $10 only, and if I think it's like a good time management game. Maybe I don't know. You know,
if I had like me, an hour, and a joint, I'll do it. I'll do it. If I have to, I'll do it because it's Terminator.
Right.
But I'm not sober for this whole entire gameplay. You count me out.
Man, I just feel like I'd rather play Warhammer. Like, I know that's bad, but like, it makes me feel like I'd just rather be immersed in a Warhammer game or some other RTS. I'd rather play, what is it? Commander Conquer? Is that what it's called? I don't remember.
Yeah, I feel like this game just kind of sparks an itch, but you can't scratch it with this game.
Yeah.
Right. There's a game
called
There's a game called Advanced Wars.
I have Advanced Wars.
Yeah, is it like this kind of?
It is kind of like this, but on a more it would be like more technical Advanced Wars.
Is it better? You think it's better than Terminator?
Probably from a gameplay aspect, probably a little bit better, but it's probably doo-doo because from our standards now, when it comes to RTSs, this game is probably going to be not even mid.
Not even mid. It's a low tier game, bro. I uninstall before I even play.
Ouch. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the next trailer here. We have a new piece of footage from the upcoming third Fantastic Beasts movie, Secrets of Dumbledore.
Yo,
this is a recap of, not a recap, but like a sequel to what we saw before.
I think it's the third in the trilogy, right?
It's the third.
Because we saw a trailer. That's what I'm saying. We saw a trailer.
Yeah. This is a new clip that's come out over the last few days. Let's take a look. Here's Fantastic Beasts 3.
If you listen carefully
The past whispers to you.
We're
here to see Albus Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
That would be my brother.
Say again.
I find it weird that Jude Law is
As we know
Dumbledore.
it is coming undone.
He looks good. Not gonna lie.
Nice.
He's got that Dumbledore nose.
If we're to defeat
That's Mads Mikkelsen stepping in for Johnny Depp now.
Yeah, Grindelwald.
Right. And we know him.
Scamander.
This is the team that's going to take down the most dangerous wizard in over a century.
Dude, it's Suicide Squad.
His indispensable assistant. Wizard descended from a very old family, a school teacher.
And no offense, but I'm just wondering when they start adding black people.
Are you kidding me right now?
That shouldn't be a valid question.
Off to save the world, are we? Things are not quite
So
what they appear.
I was showing this specific trailer to Micah the other day, and he looks at me and says, "Is that Snape?"
Delicately.
I'm swiveling.
Oh,
You're
it's
swiveling.
crayfish.
Ooh.
Oh.
Our war with the Muggles begins today!
Yeah, right there. That's what he was saying.
Oh.
What is
See
this
that?
place? The room we require. Correct. 3 points to Hufflepuff.
Um,
Can I?
Mm-mm. Very dangerous. It's very powerful. If it got in the wrong hands, you know. Mess you up.
Where did you get it?
I got it for Christmas.
Okay, so
man.
what are we? Where do we stand on this now?
Wait, so this is not Fantastic Beasts. This is The Secrets of Dumbledore.
No,
It
this
is.
is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them 3: The Secrets of Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Okay, all
it's
right.
just
They
super
see-
long, so they're just giving.
They're just
you
calling
that.
it.
Right.
They're calling it
okay.
fantastic. You can't see like in the upper left corner of the logo.
Yeah,
you can
yeah, I see.
Fantastic Beasts
I
is
see.
all tiny. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It was throwing me off.
they may as well call it the Dumbledore movie
I'm,
for all
I'm-
intents and
uh,
purposes, basically.
Any Potterheads here?
Yeah, it's a good series.
Hey, it's all right, man.
I'm not well versed in Harry Potter. Yeah. Same with it's all right. Like I've seen them all twice.
I've seen them all. Yeah,
I've seen them all twice. I've seen them.
Mhm.
I needed a valid opinion, so I had to rewatch them all. They're
Mhm.
fine.
Right. Yeah. No,
They're not my favorite.
They're more
But-
than fine. They're more than fine. I'll say that. But
Yes. Okay. Look, they're pretty good. I underestimate how big the fan base is.
Yeah.
But I gotta admit, I was never really sold. But
Really, yeah.
this trailer looks fun.
It looks like a Harry Potter film to me.
You
Yes.
have to appreciate the
On
fact that
brand.
they're giving you this type of history though. For
I do. And
you
I
know,
do
you
appreciate
just-
that.
it's like, you know, they we didn't even know they were gonna do something like this. You know what I'm saying? We didn't see this coming at all. We thought she was gonna keep on doing Harry Potter. We ain't never gonna see nothing like this. So it's
Also-
appreciated.
Also, one favor to you Potter fans, you
Yeah.
guys got hit really rough with the Johnny Depp thing.
Mhm.
But man, you guys recovered with Mads Mikkelsen. That is a great flex.
Mhm.
You have him as your leading villain.
Yeah.
That, hands down to you. I would watch that. I would 100% watch that.
Okay, so we got Alonso sort of really looking forward to this movie.
The
Andrew, it
performances are
sounds
there.
like you're kind of like on the fence. Okay, but it's not really.
It's more along the lines that I'm to a point where it comes to the Harry Potter series.
Can you come a little bit closer, by the way, please, and like
I'm
stay
sure-
a little bit closer? Sorry.
Sorry, the dog is laying on me.
What the dog doing?
Oh, so honestly, I just feel as though we're to a point where I'd much rather, and I've always said this, right? But even though I like Fantastic Beasts, right, I much rather would have seen a sequel series to the Harry Potter series than a prequel. I do feel as though a lot is kind of tampered with when you do prequels like this, and I do think that it'll probably do well. It'll probably be a pretty good film. I do like the fact that there was another guy who was supposed to be playing Dumbledore, and I'm glad he's not playing Dumbledore. Jude Law is definitely a better actor to play Dumbledore. I do think that this movie, I don't know. I want to bring back up Black people in this movie, and the reason why is specifically, right?
We try not to get into what can be construed as political statements.
Oh,
on
this
show.
isn't political. I was just going to say, has anybody seen the Key and Peele sketch where it's the less better school? Yeah, I'm just like, where were all of these people during the Harry Potter franchise?
He makes a point. He makes a point.
It would have been better if you would have made a sequel series that included Black people, because now I have questions on why there were not any. For some reason.
I will say this to your first statement. I feel like I would have agreed with you about the prequel thing. But then I remembered that I grew up with the Star Wars prequels.
Mm-hmm.
But then I also remembered that Harry Potter fan base and source material and foundation is way different from Star Wars. So
Mm-hmm.
they already had prequel material to bounce off of with the
Right.
Fantastic Beasts book. So there was already fan base there. So I think they're doing it well. I think the only problem is the first two Fantastic Beasts just weren't that great. Like they were good, but
Yeah.
I can't quote it the same way I quote Revenge of the Sith.
That is,
And you'll get me. You know what I'm saying? But I will admit, it still looks good. This looks fun. Mads Mikkelsen, the talent is incredible. And also, I really like Johnny Depp's performance as Grindelwald. And I know I'm going to really like Mads Mikkelsen's performance as Grindelwald.
Yeah.
So, thematically on paper, there's nothing wrong there. It should be great.
I do feel like, I don't know if it's more the writing of the character or actually
Maybe the tone.
Eddie Redmayne's actual performance, but I feel like at sometimes Eddie Redmayne's character comes off kind of stale, you know, and I do wish that he had a bit more character development. He does seem to stay pretty static, you know, things are just happening around him and he's just there.
That makes sense. Yeah, I don't think he really grew as a character, did he?
No, not really.
Did he learn anything?
I don't know. Maybe.
So listen, there's a way to handle that kind of a character when you have basically what can be considered like either a veteran type character who's like the audience is sort of along for the ride, or an audience viewpoint character where the audience experiences the plot vicariously through the main protagonist. You know, and if you're going to go ahead and steer towards the latter, actually, I'm trying to remember a little bit more of the first film, the first Fantastic Beasts film. He wasn't really new to it, right? In the first film?
No, he was.
Yeah.
He's very awkward in his character, which I believe is part of his character for him to be very awkward.
Well, where I was going with that, I'm sorry, cut you off, Andrew. I'll let you finish. I was just trying to make the point that like there's a way to do characters who are kind of designed to be like a master of ceremonies type of thing, where like the plot sort of happens around them, you know, in a way that they don't really like portray any real like character development or any real like energy and momentum in terms of the plot. There's a way to do that in a way that doesn't sort of like make it feel like the character is just useless, you know. And the example I would go to for how to do that right would be Marty McFly, Back to the Future franchise. You know, like there's an example of a protagonist that like the whole franchise basically centers around his quest to get to 1985 again, right? But like at the end of the day, all the big important things, they're not really sort of derived from things that he necessarily does. He's just sort of there, and then everything kind of happens around him as the story sort of progresses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I feel like that's kind of that was kind of a missed opportunity with Redmayne's character, I think, probably. But anyway, that's basically
and I share a birthday. It's pretty cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
He's also great in the
fun piece
theory
of
of
trivia.
everything.
Sorry?
He's also fantastic in the theory of everything. The Stephen Hawking movie.
Right.
Eddie Redmayne is a great actor, right? I'm just saying, I think it's more along the lines of his character just might be a little.
Yeah, he's not Harry Potter. He's not Luke Skywalker. He's very much.
Right.
He's not the hero of our story. He's just a guy who exists within this world.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think people are going to remember Newt Scamander very well.
I didn't know his name.
Well,
and I've seen both movies.
You know, I went back to calling the Eddie Redmayne character, because for the life of me, I was about to call him Salamander. I was literally just about to call him Salamander. That's not his name. It's like, where does that come from? I guess further like reinforcing that point.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I'd rather they would have made a prequel about Voldemort turning into a bad guy.
But
You saying they should have made something about how he turned into a bad guy?
Yeah, maybe just like a singular movie instead of a franchise. But
That would have probably
Maybe
know.
it would have conflicted with story material, maybe, or like source material.
you're right. You're right.
unless they want to be Marvel Studios about it and say that this is Voldemort's variant.
Yeah.
They could just do that way, just as a little fun thought experiment, basically for the fans. Like put it out on HBO Max, right? I almost said Disney Plus. Put it out on HBO Max as like a standalone miniseries, right? It's a little like what if side storyline that doesn't run roughshod over the continuity, but it's a little thing to like, you know, answer certain questions in a way that we don't need to feel beholden to the source material to do. So anyway, I don't know, just an idea. We should move on unless anybody has any last thoughts on this.
Harry Potter is not part of Disney, right?
No.
Correct. That's a Warner Brothers property.
No, you're right, exactly. So I'm saying you'll never, because Disney trying to take everything. So what's next? What's the Harry Potter and Spider-Man in the same movie is what I'm saying.
Disney would have to buy out or acquire AT&T, which is Warner Brothers' parent company, basically. So like I don't think that's gonna happen.
Right.
But anyway, moving on. You bring up Disney. Let's bring up this next trailer is from one of Disney's acquisitions, or I guess something that they sort of own a majority stake in anyway, which is Hulu, the streaming service Hulu. There is a sort of spin-off / sequel sort of type of alternative continuation of How I Met Your Mother. That's being led by.
That's what I was seeing on the list that I was most interested with. I was trying to remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the Hilary Duff show.
How I Met Your Mother. I have not seen a single episode.
Really?
I haven't either. So I'm interested to.
I avoided it like the plague when I was younger. I was just like, would cut it on, and then I just like instantly cut off the TV.
I just watched everything else, man. Friends, that '70s show, The Office.
Yeah.
I didn't watch 2.5 Men. I just haven't watched How I Met Your Mother.
Wow,
2.5 Men, dude.
It's a good show.
Well, now's your chance to check this out a little bit and see what you think. Maybe this might be time to sort of hop into the franchise a little bit in retrospect. I don't know, maybe. Here's How I Met Your Father.
The fact that you said franchise about a sitcom is disgusting. Oh,
for lack of a better term. For lack of a better term. I mean, come on, give me a break. I didn't come up with this. Good grief. Anyway, all right, here's How I Met Your Father. Here we go. Is this? I don't know why the sound's not coming through right now. Hang on one second.
There was always someplace else.
There it is. All right, sorry.
This is the story of How I Met Your Father.
Ooh.
It was hard to live in the moment in 2022. There was always someplace else you could be, someone else you could be with.
I know this might sound crazy, but I've been on 87 Tinder dates this year. My last date was the worst one yet.
I was on another date before this, and I just had sex.
He told you that? Why would he tell you that?
That's not even the worst part.
Look like Hilary Duff.
This is the best place ever. Repeat after me. Today is the first chapter of my next great love story.
Today is
it looks real familiar.
Chapter of my next.
Is that Hilary Duff?
Story.
Yeah, I was thinking that it was Hilary Duff. It is. Oh,
I
yes,
said
it
looks like
McGuire,
her.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it because of that. I like her.
We can still make bad choices for a few more years.
yeah, I'm definitely not watching this, man. This ain't my cup of tea.
Change that part.
We live in confusing times.
Valentina, you are completely insane. I'm very into it.
It's really hard to meet someone and connect and have it feel easy. You gotta get back out there sometime.
Yeah, ever since Meredith dumped you, I've been spending $50 a week on Kleenex.
Because you're crying? Or because you're going to town on yourself?
Crying.
Bro.
Both. Together we will take this city by storm. We are not afraid of you, New York.
We're the bravest people in this city. I'll drink to that.
Nah.
Okay.
It looks
so.
stupid.
I'm guessing
It do
hard
look
pass
stupid.
on that one.
Nah, not hard pass because I'm gonna still check it out because I love Hilary Duff. So I'm gonna watch it because of her.
I'm not gonna hard pass either. I love these shows. I love these sitcoms, but I don't watch these trailers. I don't care for the trailer. I know what I'm paying for when I sit down, high as balls, watching New Girl. I know what I'm getting. And I think I'm gonna get the same thing with this show. I don't care about the trailer. I know I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's gonna be funny to a degree.
It's gonna be funny, and I understand that, but I'm to the point where they've capitalized on nostalgia so much that it's just crazy that they're making a sequel series from How I Met Your Mother.
It's not gonna be funny. It looks stupid.
It could be like
you
the
gotta be
iCarly
intoxicated.
remake.
This is like what you sit down with like 8 of your friends, and you guys watch this over like.
I couldn't get 8 of my friends to come and watch this with me.
I don't
They
even
looked
have
at me
8
like I
friends.
was crazy. You want to watch How I Met Your Father?
Yeah. Nah.
So
but
I have we have comments. We have user comments. Spoiler warning for this is from Staff ZX. Spoiler warning for a years old show. How I Met Your Mother doesn't go into detail about the mother until the last season. So I guess the implication there is like however long this show winds up going, they're just gonna go ahead and milk that out as long as possible to sort of leave that character's identity and leave the audience in suspense of who that person is.
Funnier.
Wait, is this from this? What are you saying, Andrew?
I said Neil Patrick Harris is funnier. Like,
Right.
like honestly, the show works because he's Neil Patrick Harris. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
No, the show works because he's not Doogie Howser, Neil Patrick Harris. You realize like that was the beginning of sort of the Neil Patrick Harris that you associate with the Harold and Kumar films.
Yeah, I was like
that's
right.
Yeah.
Is this the same family? Like the same family perspective? Is this the mother's side of the story? This is
a completely different. This is a completely different person. This is
if you saw the final episode, if you saw the final episode of How I Met Your Mother, there's a very clear and obvious explanation as to why like this is a totally different family, so a totally different story. Because like they can't do any more with the mother version of this. That was over. There's another comment. This is also from Staff ZX. Honestly, this one looks like a discounted version of How I Met Your Mother.
Yes, sir.
So there you go.
That's big fact.
They take the same formula.
I believe him. I trust his opinion more than anyone's out of this.
Yeah.
Pass. He's watched the
right.
show. I believe him.
I don't follow a lot of celebrities on Instagram, but I follow Hillary Duff because I really like Hillary Duff. So
all right, so that's a thumbs up from Kaiko and a thumbs up from Alonzo.
Let's try and get her on the show.
Something better. Like I'm all I'm saying is that she's the one who chose How I Met Your Father. Just say that out your mouth right now. All of you. Say that.
How about this? She was influenced with a paycheck to star. I think we need to fix your wording a little bit.
Influence with a paycheck.
Possibly.
Her agent influenced her with the producer's pay cut.
Crazy.
All right. Let's keep going. We have like 3 more. We got to shut down. Here's a trailer for this is another DreamWorks film. Something called The Bad Guys. And DreamWorks is a wholly owned
entire cast of The Bad Boys.
I don't think so. This is for those who don't remember, ever since the 3rd How to Train Your Dragon film, DreamWorks is a wholly owned subsidiary of Comcast. So this is directly from Universal here. Let's take a look. Sorry.
Hey, you! Get over here. Oh, I know what it is. You're afraid because I'm the big bad wolf.
I didn't know that was gonna be the. Oh my god.
And this
Benedict
is the crew.
Cumberbatch?
Miss Tarantula, Mr. Shark, Mr. Piranha, Mr. Snake.
I didn't know that was gonna be predictable as soon as I saw a wolf. I was like, he's gonna be the big.
It's crime time, baby. Shark. We need a distraction.
Hang on. We'll discuss after. It's hard to hear.
Please be subtle.
I'm having a baby!
Is there a doctor? Or perhaps several security guards that could leave their post and help me?
We were never given a chance to be anything more than criminals. But these are the cards we've been dealt, so we might as well play them. Here, let me help you. Are you okay, ma'am?
Thank you, dear. You're such a good boy.
Wait, what?
I'm the bad guy.
All good, brother? All good, yeah. You ever wonder what it'd be like if the world wasn't scared of us?
Never gonna happen.
Guys, we're gonna go good. Did you get hit on the head? You villains have an image problem. You need a makeover.
So criminal. Well, there goes our street cred.
Well, I'm tired of being an outcast. Maybe I don't want to be a what? A bad guy? You're going to have to choose between your friends or the good life.
They're the only friends I have ever had.
You have a chance to write your own story. What have you got to lose?
I don't know. My dignity?
Yeah, well, that ship has already sailed.
So you're a tough guy, like a really rough guy.
That is an animal testing lab with helpless guinea pigs.
I'll rescue them.
You've never volunteered for anything.
Oh.
Come on, Snake, open up.
Relax. These doors are complicated. Snake!
Are you kidding me?
We're supposed to save them, not eat them?
Well, I'd say they've gone to a better place.
I'm not bad type. I'm not bad type. I'm a bad guy.
Dude, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, this is Zootopia and Ocean's 11.
Whoops. Sorry. Go ahead.
This is literally Zootopia and Ocean's 11 in like one movie.
Yeah.
I have more questions on why there are humans and animal people.
Oh, I thought that too.
So
like,
I'm gonna go ahead and bottom line this reaction by sort of well, actually, hang on. Before I do that, we have a couple user comments. Looks like the whole budget went into that Billie Eilish song.
oh,
Facts. Would have been.
And then here's another. Several other CGI cartoons and Suicide Squad did this concept.
yes. I think that other movie about the super pets is going to be better than this one. Just like the easiest way to put that, the other movie Super Pets with Crypto the Super Dog is just going to knock. I hope this doesn't come out anytime that comes out, because that's going to knock this out of the water. I don't even know. Like, it doesn't look like it's going to be a bad movie. It's just going to be something that we've seen before.
I have a thing on this that I'm going to go ahead and bottom line by actually recounting a series of YouTube comments that I made on another upload, another version of this trailer that was uploaded to another page. So I went through on one of my other YouTube accounts and did some comments. This is what I said. Okay, this was 3 days ago. This looks like Zootopia meets Despicable Me with a splash of Reservoir Dogs, but executed as a heist comedy. I can see this movie doing very well, especially once they start branding this as from the studio behind the Dragons, Madagascar, and Shrek franchises. 82 likes.
That's a good point.
I get really big Oceans vibes. I get really big what's that movie with Keanu Reeves and he steals stuff? Oh my gosh.
Point Break?
Point Break?
Point Break. Yeah, I'm getting Point Break vibes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a little bit of Mission Impossible over there with the explosion underneath them and the hook.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, the grappling hook. Everybody needs
fun. I gotta be honest though, I think we're underplaying this movie and the Super Pets movie, because animation makes a lot of money, dude. You underestimate how many kids are out there on their phones and iPads going, Mom and Dad, let's go. And suddenly you're not paying one ticket for a child fee. You're paying the whole family. You're doing the child, the sibling, mom and dad. So this movie is probably going to get a lot of those.
Yeah,
exactly. That was exactly. Thank you, Alonzo, for making my point right there. That was the comment that I just quoted myself from. Got a bunch of replies as well. Somebody responded, "I was leaning more toward Hoodwink meets Despicable Me personally."
Hoodwinked.
Yo, Hoodwinked
Y'all remember
was
Hoodwinked?
on some bleep, dude. Hoodwinked was crazy. Hoodwinked's a crazy movie.
Good sentence.
And then someone else said, and a hint of Suicide Squad. Now watch this. I wrote back in that same comment feed. Watch this. Well, this is me again. Well, I can see there are plenty of human characters on this film, so I see Hoodwinked as more accurate to compare with. That is a fair and valid point. Adjust nerd glasses and bow tie, boots up PowerPoint slideshow. However, even though Zootopia, watch this. Even though Zootopia and Hoodwinked have very similar Google review scores, 90% versus 87 respectively, I stand by Zootopia on grounds that more people saw that film and would therefore connect the reference easier. Zootopia made $1.025 billion in 2016 versus Hoodwinked made $110 million in 2005. Adjusted for inflation, Hoodwinked made 132.1 in 2016 dollars, or 154.2 today. My point, if the metric is audience awareness and relatability as measured by relative financial success, Hoodwinked is not even in the same hemisphere. Just saying. While I'm at it, to be fair to Hoodwinked, Zootopia was a much better marketed film and it was made by Disney. The best that can be said in this context is that Hoodwinked was about a decade ahead of its time. That and maybe Over the Hedge, which came out at about the same time as Hoodwinked.
Over the Hedge was a good movie. I love the Hedge.
Over the Hedge. Over the Hedge is basically like the second to last season of Game of Thrones, and we didn't even know it. They went over the wall. They were not ready for what was over the wall.
The game for that was crazy. Such a rage quit. Such a rage quit. Yeah.
I played that game.
that was like, it was so hard for no reason.
I was not expecting to think about that today.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Did you all see the second Hoodwinked? You know they made a sequel to that.
I didn't see the second one. I didn't see the whole first one.
Yeah, so there's more than one. There is more than one Hoodwinked up there.
I don't think I was
that's worth mentioning there.
I don't think I was consciously sober for the first one. I don't remember the first one. I don't remember the first Hoodwinked. Bro. Right. I remember it was wild.
Yeah,
it
going
was
back on
the first
saying.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm saying going back on what you were saying about you seeing humans and animals. They're kind of doing like a regular show thing with this. Like, you know, they
regular
the humans
show.
See all the animals as humans. Like they've never referenced that Mordecai was a bird. They never said that. You know what I'm saying?
Rigby was a raccoon for no.
Yeah, they never really I mean, Benson will say, "Oh, I dropped my gumballs," or he'll reference that he is a gumball machine, but they don't look at him like he's a gumball machine. So that might be what they're trying to incorporate now with this one. And probably
Dragon Ball dog people exist for no apparent reason.
Right.
That's true.
Anyway, so are we looking forward to this movie?
Yeah. I like the spider. You know, I like the spider. So
the spider's voiced by Awkwafina, by the way.
Okay, so yeah, that's
looks like Awkwafina as well.
That's a watch for me.
Yeah, I think I would check it out.
We have another guest with us right now. I think she's still connecting to the room the rest of the way. Hang on one second. Oh, there we go. Raina, hello. Hey, welcome. Can you hear us?
What's up?
Can you hear us okay? Cool. Can you tilt your camera? Are you sitting on the side of your room right now? How does that work? The physics of it.
I am.
Yeah.
Do I need to put it?
Yeah, you need to adjust the orientation mode to the thing.
Hold on.
Like 90-degree angle there. But anyway, while she fixes that and gets fully up to speed here, let's see. Who else was still reacting to this movie? Are we going to see this?
Yes.
I'll probably take my little sister to go see it.
Not enough.
There you go.
Mads Mikkelsen Grindelwald in it personally. Not enough. I don't know how they find their father. I never know how they meet their dad. So pass.
I think you're combining a lot of different things together there. But I appreciate the effort that you went through in order to
enough
craft
Terminator.
Is this a G
joke,
movie?
Yeah.
Is this rated G?
The movie's not out till April, so they haven't announced the rating yet.
Rated. I understand.
Yeah.
It might be PG though.
PG. I'm gonna say PG.
Yeah.
For something like this. But anyway, cool. So let's go ahead and get set up for the next thing. We have 2 movies left. Actually, you know what? See, because we were just talking about. Yeah, we have 2 movies left. You know what?
Best ones.
Are y'all okay with watching the Bad Guys trailer one more time? Because Rain is the only one of us who's an actual parent, and this might be an important conversation to have.
This is a mommy flick, and
kids.
Input
might be very well.
All right, we're gonna do this trailer one more time, and then we're gonna get Raina's reaction to this because we need a parent feedback from this. Do you have your? Can you get it widescreen or I guess that'll be fine for now. I guess just to get
it was widescreen. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Hey everybody.
We'll figure it out later. It's fine as long as you can see and hear this. All right, I'm gonna play this trailer one last time. Here's the Bad Guys.
Hey, you! Get over here. Oh, I know what it is. You're afraid because I'm the big bad wolf, the villain of every story. And this is the crew. Mr. Tarantula, Mr. Shark, Mr. Piranha, Mr. Snake.
Everyone copy.
Copy. Copy. Copy. Copy. We're the bad guys.
It's crime time, baby. Shark. We need a distraction.
Do I get to improvise?
Fine, please be subtle.
I'm having a baby! Is there a doctor? Or perhaps several security guards that could leave their post and help me?
We were never given a chance to be anything more than criminals. But these are the cards we've been dealt, so we might as well play them. Here, let me help you. Are you okay, ma'am?
Thank you, dear. You're such a good boy.
Wait, what?
I'm the bad guy.
All good, brother? All good, yeah. You ever wonder what it'd be like if the world wasn't scared of us? Never gonna happen. Guys, we're gonna go good.
Did you get hit on the head?
You villains have an image problem. You need a makeover.
So criminal.
Well, there goes our street cred.
Well, I'm tired of being an outcast. Maybe I don't want to be a bad guy? You're going to have to choose between your friends or the good life. They're the only friends I have ever had.
You have a chance to write your own story. What have you got to lose?
I don't know. My dignity?
Yeah, well, that ship has already sailed.
So you're a tough guy, like a really rough guy.
That is an animal testing lab with helpless guinea pigs.
I'll rescue them.
You've never volunteered for anything.
Oh.
Come on, Snake, open up.
Relax. These doors are complicated. Snake!
Are you kidding me?
We're supposed to save them, not eat them.
Well, I'd say they've gone to a better place.
I'm not bad side. I'm not bad side. I'm the bad guy.
Okay. Raina, thoughts?
The kids are gonna like that. That's super fun. I think it was cool. It kind of gives me. Have you ever seen the wolf in there? Reminds me of. Have you ever seen Hoodwinked? That was funny. That was
We were just talking about it before you got it. Literally.
Yeah, so it kind of reminds me of that. I think it'll be fun. The kids will like it. A little bit of over the head adult humor, I guess, some of it, from what I saw. It'll go right over their heads. There's moments when I look at stuff now and I see certain things now, and I'm just kind of like, what? Like when the stuff that my kids watch, and I'm just like, what was said? What was said? What was that? Turn it off. Because it doesn't go over my head anymore. But honestly, to them, they have literally no clue. Like they have no clue. So
Right.
A lot of cartoons right now, I mean, even back in my days, like 90s and stuff, our days, and Rocko's Modern Life, completely adult. Like that,
Yeah.
like when I look at it now and I'm just like, what the heck? The cow's name was Heifer.
Right.
You know? And like I never thought anything of it. Doug had a lot of adult humor. A lot of the shows then.
Yeah.
And I just didn't get it. Ren and Stimpy was the worst. And
Ren and
I didn't
Stimpy.
get it. Like I didn't get it.
I got Ren and Stimpy though. I was getting that. I was like, yeah, they tripping on Ren and Stimpy.
Kaiko, can
Yeah, it
you
was
please
weird.
adjust? Hold on. Kaiko, can you please adjust your light? It's hard to see you from this. Like, I don't know like why that.
Oh my God. Hold on. I got you.
Everything all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
Mm.
so it has a good balance of both. And I would watch it. I take the kids to see it. I like it. It'll be fun and funny. I can tell it's a little funny.
Did anybody else notice that he was a literal wolf in sheep's clothing? Like he was wearing.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't even catch that.
Wait,
Wait a
in
minute,
that trailer? In this trailer?
Yeah, he was wearing a sheep outfit, which makes.
I didn't catch that.
Wait a minute. Let me try and
That's pretty
because
cool,
now
though.
I want to like rewatch and try to check and try to catch that. We don't really have a lot of time for that right now, unfortunately. But I thought I could be quick about it. Oh wait, here it is. I found it.
Oh yeah,
shoot.
right there.
No.
Yeah, right there.
Come on. Next scene. Right there.
Yep,
Oh
yep,
man, there it
yep.
is.
That's pretty funny.
That's genius. I gotta
But we
say,
don't
that's
know.
genius.
We don't know why he's
That's
in
pretty
the
funny.
sheep costume.
Well, do you really need a context though? The joke
Nah, but
writes
I'm saying-
itself.
Is the shark not in the same costume though?
I think so, possibly. Or,
He
I
might
don't
be.
know.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know if you don't know why they're all in sheep costume, but they might not.
You know,
all
what'd be funny? You know, what'd be funny if the shark is dressed as a different shark.
Right, right, right.
Like that would be
What a snake is.
That's a different shark.
Or a dragon. So what is this?
like a hammerhead.
Yeah, the snake is a dragon.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it now. The tarantula, the Aquafina character, the tarantula, and the snake. I don't know who the snake is. Are going to be the ones to really steal the show, though.
Yeah,
I'm calling it now. The tarantula and the snake are going to wind up stealing the show as far as like the audience reactions and reviews and feedback and all that sort of stuff. Definitely.
I find it kind of crazy that the snake is also voiced by the same voice actor who voices Lego Batman.
Will Arnett.
Will Arnett.
Yeah, if you didn't notice, that's Will Arnett.
That is awesome.
I didn't at all.
Awesome. Wow, props to Andrew for the name drop there.
Random thing I found out the other day. Did anyone else know that Mark Hamill voices the Hobgoblin in the original 1990s Spider-Man series?
Yeah, Mark Hamill voices everything. Like that doesn't surprise anyone.
I would never know.
Mark Hamill voices everything.
Mark
So
Hamill's
we have
the
two
goat.
left.
Mark Hamill's the GOAT. Shout out to Mark Hamill. And guess who
Pretty
showed
much.
up? Hello, beautiful people.
Hello, Micah.
Go on.
Welcome, Micah. How you doing? Uh-oh. We lose Micah? There we go.
I was just I'm doing my shooting. Oh yeah, man. There we go.
We see you there. Hey, Micah, how you doing, man?
I'm all right, man. Not feeling great, but I'm all right.
Yo, was that Kingsman?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's the next to last one. We'll get there in a moment.
Put that on
well,
right
thanks
now.
We'll get there in a moment. I'm trying to do proper introductions here. But anyway, yeah. Sorry you're not feeling too well, Micah. Hopefully you'll feel better soon. And Raina, how are you doing? Thumbs up.
Pretty good.
Cool.
Doing pretty good right now.
Cool. Awesome. I guess let's go ahead and move into these last couple trailers for the night. Thank you all for joining us tonight. And once again, you at home, thank you for tuning in. And don't forget to drop a comment in the comment feed below, and we might just read it off on the air, just like this one right here. Animaniacs was filled with grown-up humor that I look back on and realized that it went over my head. Boom. There you go. Who remembers like the original run of Animaniacs? I guess not necessarily the current run on Hulu, which I have heard is amazing though. Also,
Really? I actually
Yeah.
forgot there was a current Animaniacs. I think I came across it, or I think my son showed it to me, and I was like, "Oh, they have this again." He showed me that they had a new All That, like a couple of different things.
Yeah.
Animaniacs. I forgot there was a new one.
well, there is a new one, and it's actually really good. Believe it or not,
Yeah.
like I've seen it. It's actually good. But anyway, let's move on. We have to watch The King's Man. For those who don't know, is everybody well versed in the Kingsman franchise?
The what?
Nah.
Kingsman.
Say
Secret
less, my
Service.
guy. I got you.
Okay, all right. Andrew's got it.
So the first movie was about, of course, the British Kingsman and all that good stuff. Had Tager Egerton, I believe is what his name is. And
Aaron, yeah.
It followed. I think that plot. I don't remember. No. That wasn't the plot with Samuel L. Jackson. I think the second one is the one with Samuel L. Jackson.
No, the first one's Sam
What's
Jackson.
the first one?
First
Second one had
said-
Julianne Moore.
Yeah.
Second one is I truly prefer the second one only because Pedro Pascal does a great job in that movie. This one, I don't know. I'm excited for this one, especially to see an origin story. I think it's going to be fun all around, especially with them poking a couple of jabs at Rasputin. I think that's going to be pretty cool.
Okay. Let's take a look. Here's the final trailer for the Kingsman Secret Service prequel, The King's Man. A little play on the original title there. Let's take a look.
Kingsman, world's finest tailor. But now we're going into the spy business. Very clever.
Based on true events.
This will not be a war of heroes.
Meet history's most evil legends. The assassin, Gavrilo Princip. Weakness, throwing arm. Strength,
started World War I. The super spy Mata Hari. Strength. Screen presence. Weakness. Scarves.
Did you forget your manners?
Guilty as charged.
And a crazed monk.
All right, Scootin'.
Strength. And weaknesses. You'll have to see it for yourself.
Is good, no? Yes, very.
On December 22nd,
Our enemies think we are gentlemen. It's time to remind them what the Kingsmen are.
nobility is born in blood.
Boys are always so messy.
The King's Man. Only in theaters, December 22nd.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Holy crap. Holy crap. Who wants to tackle this first?
Looks like Alonzo.
I mean,
yes. Look, here's the
Okay.
thing about Kingsman 1 and 2, right? I think they're both great, but they both emphasize a certain level of spy espionage that you haven't really seen since like the Roger Moore days of James Bond from like the late 70s to like the mid 80s. Movies like Moonraker and Octopussy and all those weird ones.
You just
And then
wanted to say it.
You just wanted to say, and then you get to like Kingsman 1 and you got like Obama's head blowing up into confetti. That's crazy, dude. That happened. That happened in Kingsman 1. You saw Obama's head blow up into confetti.
Yeah.
Nobody mentions it after that. That is something you would
mean-
only see in like a Roger Moore James Bond movie. And then in the second one, they had robot dogs. They had robot sharks in the Roger Moore movies. Now they evolved to dogs. That is so awesome. It kind of peaks into a subgenre of spy movies that you don't see anymore because you're too busy watching Tom Cruise fall off of the same building in planes 30 billion times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to see.
To be fair,
I want to see Obama's head blow up again. Let's see that again.
To be fair, Tom Cruise dangling off the side of a plane never really gets old.
That is
Andrew,
true.
It gets old real fast, Don. Hold on. No, it gets old real fast.
But here's the thing. Now, Kingsman is doing something in all three of their movies that you just don't see anymore, and I appreciate them for that. You know, I like the off barrier they're pushing off to make these films seem, you know, super entertaining, but also kind of silly and fun and goofy, but you're still watching that spy thriller.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they're all very, very, you know, particular and malicious about like their formality and tones and what it means to be proper and a proper, you know, gentleman.
Mhm.
But they're killing motherfuckers at the same time. All the whole movie is just going pop, pop, pop. You know what I'm saying? That is
Yeah.
awesome. I want to see that, and I want to see Rasputin's head blow up. That sounds cool. That sounds so awesome.
Yeah.
And
Let's Kaiko, Reina, where do y'all think?
I've never seen any Kingsman's movies, so like it's new to me and it looks cool. It looks like just a whole new series that I need to get used to.
I mean, better late than never. I mean,
Yeah.
these are really fun movies though.
Right.
There's a lot of action, and like the way that they use like, you know, different types of like secret agent technology, for lack of a better way to put it, especially
Right.
with regard to what they're setting up in here, which seems really sort of steampunk adjacent, the way they incorporate guns and knives. You know, it's really sort of like definitely a period film, but in that same sort of vein. It definitely has the DNA of the first two movies. Raina, you look like you're nodding along.
Yes, I now remember because at first I was like Kingsman. Okay. I've seen that a while back. I don't really remember a lot of it. I remember these are some of my grandma's favorite movies. And I now seeing this trailer, like it brought it back to me. Because at first I was like, I feel like because just so I'm clear, Samuel L. Jackson was in this, right?
The first one, yes.
The first one, okay. That's what I remember. So yeah, that'll give me something to go back and watch. I mean, any movie with Samuel L. Jackson is pretty good. Usually action packed. Like recently, where did I see? And it was so different and kind of funny and cool. And it had Samuel Jackson. It was kind of like another spy movie. And he was married to, what's her name? Latina. And then there was Ryan Reynolds was in it.
I know what she's talking about. Hitman's Bodyguard?
Huh?
Yes, that movie.
Hitman's Bodyguard? Is it that one?
Yeah, that's what she's talking about. The Hitman's Bodyguard. They just put out a sequel, Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
It was really good, and it was funny too. It was funny.
Yes,
but it was good, and it was still full of action. Like, it was super dope. So he's good at what he does. So yes, I will be watching it again. Do I remember like all of it? No, but I am looking forward to it.
This is like a old school gentleman swag type of movie. I mean, it's like, you know, this is ninja stuff.
Battlefield vibes from it. Like,
right.
You know, like Battlefield.
That's cool. Yeah.
Battlefield 1 just coming up with some kind of AC/DC song in the background. Like, yeah.
But it's like real classical. Like these men are proper. This is proper fighting that's going on.
This is what a proper
manners
maketh man.
There it is. Halo knows what time it is right there.
I'm telling you, like, these movies are awesome because they go full gentleman, but they don't do any of that gentleman stuff. You know what I mean? They're blowing people's heads off, ripping arms off, and then they go.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
Crazy.
The fights are famously brutal in this franchise, and it looks like this one is not missing a beat, even though it's been a lot of years since the second film. I'm trying to remember, what was it, 2016?
It was a while ago, dude. I want to say like 15, maybe even 16.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like I need to watch the other ones though to watch this.
You don't.
Yeah.
I don't think you do.
Yeah. So
I don't think.
Isn't that like like the beautiful part of that's like the one beautiful part about prequels? If you're coming in brand new, just start there. Just start with the newest thing. So that way you can say like, hey, I need this as context for what you know is going to come up later. And then just hope you don't have that conversation with a fan of the franchise who then turns around and says, nah, you're good. You know, because they're coming in with knowledge of what comes later. So they'll probably know, especially if they've already seen the prequel. You know, like Star Wars people have, I imagine, had this conversation all the time, right?
Oh, we're still having that conversation.
Oh,
there you go.
We're back onto the Star Wars prequel conversation.
No. See, this is why, like, y'all can't see, those of you at home watching this, y'all can't see the way that my setup is happening. I was looking dead at Andrew's monitor right now when I made that comment right there, because I knew you had something in the chamber for this exact conversational topic. But it's cool. All right, so definitely looks like we're all anticipating that film. We have one last trailer to go here.
Oh, I've heard about this one.
The Lost City. And what have you heard? It's called The Lost City. Alonzo, you want to set this up?
So I've just heard about it. I heard great things. Okay. I hear who's in this? Is this the one with?
This is Channing Tatum, Sandra Bullock, and Brad Pitt's in this too.
So I hear I haven't seen it. I hear it's super interesting, super funny.
You said Channing Tatum, and I was just like, oh lordy.
I say,
look, this is why we're watching the trailer. This is why we're here.
Such a wild card.
Let me see this Channing Tatum movie.
Let me see Magic Mike 3. If it's not Magic Mike 3, I don't want.
All right, here's
I have this opinion about Channing Tatum's acting, and I don't know.
All right, well, hold off on that. Let's watch this trailer, and then we'll revisit this, starting with you, Raina. We'll start with Raina first after this. Here's The Lost City.
3, 2, 1. Here's a trailer for The Lost City.
Here's a trailer for The Lost City.
Why is he bald?
Yes, that was Daniel Radcliffe, by the way.
You led me straight to the Lost City. Now, prepare to die.
There were just hundreds of snakes in this temple just waiting for us to show up.
What? Why aren't they biting that guy?
This is ridiculous. Delete. Oh.
Listen, Loretta, we need you to promote your new book on the Lost City. You can't spend your life in the bathtub drinking Chardonnay with ice.
Ladies
And gentlemen, the world's sexiest cover model, Dash Hitman!
You do know you're not Dash, right? Dash is a character I made up. Dash! Oh my god. Oh, crap.
Miss Sage, I enjoyed your book about the Lost City, and I believe you're the one who can help me find its treasure.
I have to respectfully decline.
I'm afraid I must insist.
Unchain me!
That's your seatbelt.
Loretta Sage is missing.
I'm gonna rescue her. I just want her to think of me as more than a cover model.
Let's start living dangerously.
Alan, what are you doing here?
We're here to save you. I'm certified CPR, I'm certified CrossFit. I have snacks.
After them!
This is like your book. We're on a Lovemore and Dash adventure right now. I'm gonna help you out a little bit.
Let's go. What are you doing? Don't do that. Oh, God, get out of there. This is not a romance novel. Jungles eat people like us.
Ah, what is that? Get it off.
Please.
I can feel him sucking my soul. River like a bandit. Don't make that sound. Feels like there's more.
Holy Mother of God.
They're just sucking on my butt like a big old Jamba Juice.
We're so close. I could actually find the lost city.
If I don't get to this island, my friend and her cover model are going to die.
I am driving.
Oh.
Loretta Sage, getting you out of here.
Why are you so handsome?
My dad was a weatherman.
Hey, whoa, she doesn't need saving in there.
Okay.
What are you doing in there?
Okay, Raina. Speechless. She's speechless, ladies and gentlemen.
How do I roast this film?
Yeah.
I've
Raina,
never
you got
seen
any
Harry
thoughts on this before
Potter
we
shoot a gun.
Here's the deal.
I mean,
Here's the deal.
Okay.
Beautiful Channing Tatum. He's fit, you know? He can dance. He's fit. He can dance, you know. But
wait, Micah, hang on. We'll get to you. Go ahead, Brandon.
the problem is Channing Tatum, no matter what he does, I don't know what it is about his acting. It kills me. He always gives me like dumb jock vibes. I don't know like what it is, but he always seems like the jock that's in high school who's super hot, body rocks, but he's just stupid. I just don't know. He's not, and I know he's not like that in real life, and it always sounds to me when he acts like he's reading a script. I cannot stand his acting. I just can't. I can never take him seriously. He's always like goofy to me. I don't know why he gives me like just goofy, dumb jocks. I'm hot, but I need help with my homework. As a matter of fact, I need you to do my homework. Like, that's just what I get from him. I don't know what it is. I can't stand when he's in movies. I still don't like Magic Mike. I hated that movie. I thought it was just poor taste. I thought it was, the guys were kind of, I don't know, hot if you're that type of person that likes guys that look like that. It just was like
just looking at each other.
He always sounds like he's struggling to read a script, or like he can't think of what words he's saying next. I'm so sorry to anybody who likes Channing Tatum. If Channing Tatum ever watches this,
look, he plays dumb jock really good in Street.
Just like
21
Jump Street.
22 Jump
Jump
Street.
Street.
21 Jump Street.
But I'm gonna side with her. She plays dumb jock. He plays dumb jock really good in 21 and 22 Jump Street.
He was in another movie that he was kind of like that too.
He plays dumb cowboy in Hateful Eight really well. Because he dies
I totally forgot about
2
that.
seconds after.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wasn't there a movie he was in with like Lindsay Lohan or I think or Amanda Bynes? and it was like a high school type of movie, and he also played Dumb Jock in that. And it was
Step Up. I'm sorry.
Step Up.
Not
Yeah,
Step
man.
Up, but Step Up 2. Step Up 2. Step
Okay.
Up.
Stupid and Step Up.
Channing Tatum can dance. He can dance. He's entertaining.
Yo, I'll be real
he can
though.
dance.
Step Up 1.
Expect him to be the
Step
dumb
Up
jock.
1 went hard though.
Yeah,
It went hard.
It did though. It did.
Okay. All right, let's go one at a time. We have Alo and Raina. Micah, Andrew, what do y'all have before we move here?
I like the fact that Daniel Radcliffe is playing somebody other than Harry Potter or a younger person. Or
Right.
Swiss Army
I don't
man.
know. I don't know. They just always make him play somebody young or like inferior because he's really short. It's really weird. I do feel as though Channing Tatum does play the dumb jock way too often. Like I never
You just expect his character.
the
to be
one
dumb
time
jock.
that I saw him play somebody else that wasn't a dumb jock was Jupiter Ascending, and that movie's kind of bad, man.
What was that one?
Really bad.
Jupiter
Ascending.
Yeah,
Is it worse than when
Was that with Mila Kunis?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's arguable because it's asking me like, is it worse?
What did he
than
say?
when
Wait,
Rock-
say that again. Wait,
Arguable.
Micah, say that again.
I said, was it worse than when The Rock was in Doom?
And I said, no, I truly think that it is around the same level as when The Rock played Hercules.
As a longtime Doom fan, I think I'm okay with The Rock in Doom now. Like now,
It was
now
just
it's
a
like
bad movie, personally.
yeah.
Yeah, that Doom movie is pretty bad, man. And I love it, but it's like one of those things where we're not even going to get into the Black Adam conversation. Back onto this topic. Right?
Also, objectively, Brad Pitt is way hotter than Channing Tatum. I'm not
Pause.
gay.
Pause.
I'm just saying.
Look,
if I had
I'm not.
to be-
I'm not
Like,
this way either, but I think I gotta agree with my man here. I think
Wait, who's hotter?
Brad Pitt.
Wait, one at a
Who's
time. One at a time. Alo, finish your thought.
I gotta agree with my man, dude. I think Brad Pitt way hotter than Channing Tatum.
Yeah,
Now, I'm not getting.
sure.
I could just look at him and go, that is a good looking man. Brad Pitt is just always up there. You know what I'm saying?
Arguably Radcliffe.
Channing Tatum?
Arguably Radcliffe.
Yeah,
I don't know
Channing
about
Tatum just has the
Radcliffe
body.
with the beard.
Radcliffe with the beard. Radcliffe with
Right.
the beard, my guy.
You've never seen him in this type of lighting before. I want to see him shoot guns and
I
curse.
mean, yeah, we did. He was in the second Now You See Me movie, and he had a beard,
Okay,
and he was
yeah.
one of the bad guys. And I think he also had a gun in that film too.
But I want a
well,
director that
there
like
you go.
unhinges Daniel Radcliffe. I want to see Daniel Radcliffe like just.
Yeah.
I want to see him give.
We have a comment. Guys, hang on. We have a comment. Someone on our YouTube page said another bad Daniel Radcliffe movie is The Woman in Black. Did any of you see that film?
I've
Yes.
seen that.
Yes.
I didn't see that. What was that?
I didn't see that film. Like it's just somebody in
No,
the
I
comments
know.
suggested
what you're talking
that.
about, though. I know. what
It was
you're
good.
talking about.
Was it horror?
Somewhat. Yeah. It had elements of it.
Fair
Sandra
enough.
Bullock is just always going to be Sandra Bullock. It doesn't matter what you put her in. She's
Right.
going to be kind
I
of.
love her.
Also, who
He's-
put Channing Tatum in a Fabio wig? Because I'm not a fan.
Yeah, he really does resemble Fabio.
No,
in a
but he
weird
does
way.
it. It's just really bad. It's a really bad wig and a really bad outfit.
Well, they're kind of like, I think they were sort of like steering into the absurdity of it by basically just not really making him the actual person. They were excusing that by making him sort of
He
like the
bothers
cover
me.
model
Oh,
for the
wow.
novel, instead of actually like, this is based on something that happened with this guy as he's being depicted and described here.
Why does
Like,
he
you know,
always
so I
have the
don't
same
think-
haircut in every movie?
Every movie.
Every movie.
He got the
Dude,
comb.
That's how they make money on these movies, dude. They keep them super cheap. Just come in with the clothes on your back. This movie breaks even, gets a little bit maybe over, and then they just keep producing. That's why these movies always work. You know, they just come in, shoot with the clothes on your back. Maybe
I
you'll
know
get
this
a
is gonna
costume
sound so
fitting.
bad, but it's
It kind of
weird
reminds me of like Jumanji, the new
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Jumanji.
Or maybe like Journey to the Center of the Earth or something.
Yeah.
We can go one step further with this, actually, and that kind of depends on how much film history y'all are aware of. Alo, Raina, y'all might know this. Have y'all ever seen this film called Romancing the Stone?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Wow, that's a really good callback, man. I don't know if anyone else in.
Romancing the
that's a
Stone.
hard one.
Romancing the Stone or the sequel, The Jewel of the Nile, that came out a couple of years later.
Oh, Jewel of the Nile.
So basically,
That's a great title.
what the point that I'm making is that Tatum and Bullock are now officially the next Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner. You know, as far as basically, because it's fundamentally the same movie, right down to the point where the female protagonist is a romance novelist. And she goes on this random adventure with this dashing guy. It's literally, Romancing the Stone 3. It's literally Romancing the Stone 3. That's what we're seeing here.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I think this movie's gonna flop though. I mean, the people that like Sandra Bullock, people will go to see it because they like Sandra Bullock.
Mm-hmm.
People will go to see it because maybe they like Channing Tatum. But for the plot, I think the plot is, I don't know.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, I don't like the plot really.
Well,
I think as a trailer, it did its job. And I feel like I can already tell what kind of movie this is. Like, I know people in my social circle with their girlfriends or boyfriends would sit down with the same friends and turn this on if it's on HBO. I don't know if I can't really tell if it'll make its profits break even or not make money, but I know there's an audience for it because I've lived with them before. And the people who love these kinds of films love these films. You know what I mean?
And been around the indigenous tribe. I don't know.
It's the conversation we had earlier. The same people who I would sit down and watch New Girl or like.
Wait. One at a time. Sorry, Alonso, finish that once again, and then we'll get over to Andrew.
I was just gonna say, like the same people who watch and enjoy How I Met Your Mother and all those shows might enjoy this.
Yeah.
And now you're seeing like the blend of demographics and people going, okay, this is meant for that. This is meant for this. This isn't meant for me. Yeah. It's just kind of the way media works. It's so subjective, but that's why we love it. That's why we're so in tune with it.
Fair.
You mentioned New Girl. That's funny.
This is gonna bother me because, like, first off, two things. It's weird to see Brad Pitt doing all these moves because, like, personally, I feel like I could probably beat up Brad Pitt, but that's besides that's besides the point, right? Secondly, right, I find it really, really odd that people not only will pay. Like, all right, I think it'll crash in the box office. Like, I don't think people are gonna go see it. I wouldn't go see it because I wouldn't spend my time watching it. Right.
Yeah.
I'd probably see it if I needed to go on HBO Max. Yeah, if I needed something to go to sleep to, man, this movie right here. Or like if you're
maybe not HBO Max, more like CBS All Access.
Oh yeah, man. Or if you're chilling,
it's just something to put on your TV. It's not really
they should have put it on Netflix. That should come out on Netflix.
Yeah, I think it'll do well if it went on streaming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this should have gone straight to Paramount Plus.
It's like the new straight to DVD.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it really does look like it kind of should have gone straight to Paramount Plus. But I mean, I'm inclined to agree that to agree with Alonso that this is the kind of trailer that's going to attract a lot of attention for the very specific demographic that this kind of movie is geared towards. To Alonso's point here, I can't get past the Romancing the Stone comparisons. Like they're too in your face. Like my brain is still on there, and it's like, I mean, those movies were okay. Those movies were good, but those movies were also a very specifically constructed product of their time in a lot of ways. Part of which, I guess, actually, this last scene that the trailer just showed a split second ago is a shining example of the kind of punchline, the kind of physical situational humor that works in that era, but doesn't really fly now. So it's like, it's not, you can't really, it's hard to sort of like, it's hard to sort of factor in the way that audience sensibilities have sort of evolved culturally over the last 20, 30 years, and how certain movies have had to sort of change the types of stories that they're telling and the kinds of characterizations that are being portrayed in light of how society has changed over the last few decades. You know what I'm saying? Because there's going to be some of that. Micah, your hand is up.
Channing Tatum has an old face on a young body, and it's really fun. It's really bothering me.
Oh,
Dang, you took yeah.
I can't.
And the
get
same
past it.
haircut, and he's probably gonna be like 56, still making these movies, man.
Dude, he's
bothers me.
bald.
You're so right. You're so
He's
right.
bald
I
in
can't
those
get
first
this.
5
He does
seconds.
this thing. Channing Tatum has this thing like with his eyes that he does, and they're like really like they go low. He gives me like me Tarzan.
Look at him.
Me, Tarzan, you, Jane. Yeah.
That's what it gives me all the time. It's something about this look that he does, and I'm just like, you said he has an old face, young body. I couldn't put my finger on it.
He looks like,
But
a
now I
weird
know.
alternate like B-list casting of Starkiller, and it really bothers me.
He looks like my friend's dad.
He'd be blowing
my
up
friend's
if it was
Marine
like
father. That's what he
This
looks
is
like.
probably. Let me tell you how much. This is how you know I've never given this hard of a criticism ever on
He
one
looks
of
like
these
John
streams,
Cena on a
Don.
diet.
John Cena on a diet. But how would you know? You couldn't see him. So how would you? Anyway, never mind.
He did not.
I'm so weird. Like I can't
Yeah.
stand Channing
Yeah.
Tatum so bad. Like this is the most passionate I've ever felt about not seeing a movie on this live stream ever in my life.
Wow.
I can't
That's
stand
low
it.
praise.
I don't think I've
And-
ever done this before. Like I feel
Face that needs facial
I
hair.
can't stand Channing Tatum. I think
Yeah.
usually I'm pretty like neutral and like, oh, I don't know, like the kids movies. I'm like, oh no, the kids are gonna love it, or oh this and that. Maybe I'll watch it. This one right here though, I'm get it away from me now.
Where's Channing Tatum's beard? He's too old.
Get
to
it
not have it.
away from me.
You're too old
right,
to
all
walk around with no facial hair.
Sandra Bullock just has the face of like, I'm always sad. Like she cries a lot in a lot of movies. Like you've seen her cry very often, and she makes a lot of facial faces in this trailer of like her being upset about something. And that's how I just always see Sandra Bullock. She just always.
She can do no wrong since
Blindside.
not Princess Diaries, but
Bird Box.
which one?
Blindside is a better movie.
No, not Bird Box was good too, but what just I love her ever since what's the one where she played the pageant girl?
Miss Congeniality.
Yes, I loved her for years. I loved her for years even before Miss Congeniality, but Miss Congeniality put like a stamp for her on me. I love her.
Personally, my favorite is Practical Magic, but yeah, I get what you're going with that.
Deep
Practical
cut. Deep
I love her.
Okay. What about Gravity?
Gravity was good. Gravity
Yeah,
was
I
good.
think she chooses
Gravity's
good
mine.
movies. I think
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
smart about what she's in, but this I don't know about.
Yeah, it's not a
okay.
Sandra Bullock problem. It's Channing Tatum.
It is really Channing. Like he's supposed
That's
to
him, he
be
did
our
this.
funny guy for the movie, and I just don't find him that funny.
Yeah, like they could have
He's not
cast
funny.
that role better.
I think
21 Jump Street was pushing it.
Yeah, and Jonah kind of carries him through.
He carried that movie.
Yeah.
I think you need to look at his past record, because I don't remember what Channing Tatum's previous movie was, or the movie
I can tell
before
you,
that.
Kingsman 2.
Was he in that?
The thing I remember him most from
Other
is like
than-
the dancing movies and stuff.
He was in
Yeah, like,
the
I
he was
only
in
know
the
Magic
those
Mike and 21
he
Jump
was in
Street.
those two G.I. Joe movies.
Yeah, but
Um,
that's like 10 years, maybe a little more, because there was a period of time where Channing Tatum was really not probably like, super admired by everyone, but he was in people's radar to the point where Tarantino hired him as a minor role. Channing
Yeah, he
Tatum
was
was
on a couple
even
of movies that were he was like pretty hot for a second.
yeah, and Channing Tatum was even set to like
Hey, Don, I'm gonna
produce
ask you
by
next to
himself
pause the
the
trailer.
Gambit
I'm sorry,
movie
look
for
at it.
X-Men. Like that was a thing. Like he was gonna be the Gambit.
I
And he was
actually
gonna have his
vividly
own.
remember that.
Yeah, he was gonna have his own origin movie, his own
Mhm.
everything. Like there was a period of time where Channing Tatum was able to do all of these projects single-handedly.
And he was going to produce the Gambit movie too. I remember reading that.
Yeah,
as
he
well.
was gonna finance it, produce it. He was ready for it, but at
Tatum?
some point, I think
No.
just kind of just hung it up on the ringer. Just didn't. Just
Yeah.
stopped.
It's also worth mentioning that Channing Tatum is also the voice of Superman in the Lego movies.
Yes, he
so
is.
there's that.
Mhm.
Which is made
Yeah.
even more hilarious considering they brought in Jonah Hill as Green Lantern. But anyway, Andrew, you were going to mention something, and then we got to start wrapping this up.
If
If he was Gambit, I would not go see that movie.
No, why?
Raina's hand was up too.
I don't think
Oh,
he's funny
okay.
enough
I'm
to
sorry,
be
I missed that.
Oh, that's right.
He's not funny.
He's not. Gambit's too smart to be him. Like all of his roles are dumb dudes, right? So
If he's given a better script and direction, he's an actor. His job is to sort of change.
he's not.
for the
I
needs of the
think
movie.
if you asked me when this news dropped, I would have been like, hell yeah. But if you ask me now, I probably would be a little more maybe.
Yeah. You know what I think did it though? Honestly, and I have a question for you guys. I think honestly, I think for me personally, Magic Mike, like it for him. Like once he did that, it started going.
It was
For
22
him,
Jump Street for me.
To me, like after Magic Mike was out, I didn't see him or hear of him really doing much. Like of course, like because which one came out first, Magic Mike or 21 Jump Street?
I think Magic Mike did. I think that was his debut.
The
Wasn't
last
it?
movie
It started getting like it started going like downhill more. It started just going downhill more, and I was just like, I'm not into it. But okay, question: is Channing Tatum an A-lister or a B-lister now?
B.
I still think he's A.
Yeah.
I think any producer can come out, give him an A-list role, and your mind would change after that first trailer.
So
Channing Tatum would have to do something amazing for me to be like, hey, I'm gonna go see that next Channing Tatum movie. Like it'd have to be.
that's probably the question. That's probably see what he just said right there. That's probably the big determining factor. That's like the beginning of the agreed upon standard upon which like you kind of need to have met to sort of cross over that threshold into A category. You know, where it's like, okay, ordinarily I wouldn't really be into this kind of movie, but you know what? Channing Tatum's in it. Done deal. Like that's when you know you've crossed into A basically from B.
Yeah.
I think is when like that's
haven't-
when you are the bigger draw than the movie. You're done.
Yeah, because I haven't heard it. Like I mean, not heard it. I haven't thought of it. Like
Brad Pitt's
I
hair
don't-
looks great.
like
Amazing.
now in life, I don't think of like, oh, when's Channing Tatum gonna do another movie? Like I don't look forward to it.
Well,
the one reason I might watch this movie is
Channing
for Brad
Tatum totally got replaced by people like Tom Holland.
100%.
Here's what I'll say though. Here's what I'll say that might shine a little bit more light psychologically to consider your thought about Channing Tatum being an A-list actor. The same way that what's his name? Adam Sandler attracted everyone's attention with the movie about gems. What's that movie called? Do you remember which one I'm talking about? The one where he
Which one? The movie about what?
The one where he's like a jeweler and he was about to get an Oscar for it.
Oh, I don't know that one. But I love Adam Sandler.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Oh,
The
yeah,
same
yeah.
way Adam Sandler changed everyone's mind with one movie.
That's right. That's
think
right.
Channing Tatum can do the same thing. And before you guys say, no way, that's not gonna happen.
That's fair.
It's like who's writing a role that good for Channing?
Billy Madison almost won an Oscar last year for Uncut Gems. Just
Y'all
think
hear
about that.
Jack and Jill almost won an Oscar.
I love him.
Yeah, it's Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler's amazing to me.
Yeah. Adam Sandler.
Well, Adam Sandler.
But
the
who's
thing about
writing a role like that for Channing Tatum?
But I
He
just
doesn't
thought-
have. the same
They're
shot
probably
that
out there.
Channing does.
But
and
I mean,
I
it's
just
like
thought-
it's like where's the Sam Jackson reference, right? The absence of evidence does not mean the evidence of absence, right? Because the fact that we're even having this conversation means that it's at least theoretically possible for Channing Tatum. At which point we may be having a completely different conversation in the very near future, where it's like, hey, y'all about to see this such and such movie? I don't know. Channing Tatum's in it. Done. You know, like we may wind up having that happen theoretically.
I feel like
it could happen.
I feel like to be an A-lister now, you have to do one superhero movie, and I don't think anyone is going to take Channing Tatum and be like, this guy right here.
Who would he be?
I don't know. His face is, like you said, really old. Like I have never noticed it.
Cannot.
It's
So remember, he's already voiced Lego's Superman, and
That
he
means
was in
nothing.
the JoJo movies. Is that like close
Live
enough?
action hero.
No, it's
Live action. Oh, you want to?
nothing
Okay,
for-
so then, all right. Let's wrap this up, and then like we'll wrap up the entire stream because we need to conclude this here. What about By the way, we have a comment on here. Magic Mike and 21 Jump Street both came out in 2012. So I had to look this up a little bit, basically, and actually, that's true. But 21 Jump Street is just a little bit older. 21 Jump Street came out March 16, and Magic Mike was June 29. So like they're both 2012, but
that's a really big difference. That's a really big difference.
What the heck?
Because I'm almost positive, I could be wrong, that Magic Mike was his debut. So if that was his debut,
no, 21 Jump Street.
Between the
21 Jump
Street, the first one I ever saw him in was Duke from G.I. Joe.
Yeah, and
right.
No, he was in
that was
movie with
09.
Amanda Bynes way before that.
21 Jump Street was his breakout.
Have you seen Fighting? No, that's a good movie.
Okay, we need to go on IMDb and look.
One of these was his staple though. One of these was his I'm Here.
It was Magic
Mike.
No, it was Step Up. Step Up was the first movie.
I think Magic Mike was the first time he wrote a movie.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So y'all realize literally like either this week or last week, HBO Max put out a reality competition show. I'm ashamed to even know about this to the point where it came up in my mind because it's relevant. There was a reality competition show on HBO Max right now called Finding Magic Mike, and they have him set for a third Magic Mike movie. That's how impactful that movie was. That's where people know him from.
Finding Magic Mike.
Dude, there's so many.
I'm sorry,
so
it's
many
true
people
though.
I'm not gonna lie, it's funny. I've watched it.
Yeah.
Tipsy in my college apartment with like 20 people. We had fun. It's a fun movie.
Yeah, it's fun like that.
You gotta be in the right environment, my guy.
Right. And to be fair, Steven Soderbergh, if I'm not mistaken, directed that, which guy's famous for the Ocean's 11 movies.
Yeah,
pretty darn good movies.
Hey,
so
yeah,
I mean, there you go. It's anyway. So
for someone who just got out of
Up in
college in
2000
the city, I guarantee you, The Lost City, How I Met Your Father, and Magic Mike are all really popular in my age demographic, in my social circle.
The early 20s age range, basically.
Yeah, dude.
I retract that. I reject that statement
because we're nerds, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, I was about to say, bro.
I mean, we're all nerds. Are you kidding?
I'm nerd too, but I'm
Exactly.
cute, bro. I'm a cute nerd. I'm funny.
Hey man, it's okay to be beautiful and a nerd. Like,
I got game.
Don't hate me because I'm nerdy. Is the commercial version of that.
Nerds
anyway,
are hot,
cool.
dude.
This is our moment, basically. This is our moment. So they hate us because they ain't us. Anyway, so all right, I'll stop. So I guess let's go ahead and wrap this puppy up. We've got a long time through this particular episode. This was a lot of fun, man. Thanks guys so much for coming through here. Do y'all have any I guess passing concluding words about anything tonight? What was y'all's favorite trailer that we've shown tonight? Well, I guess we should probably start.
Because the discussion was funny.
You were only here for the last two.
I'm just saying. You don't know if I was watching the stream or not, bro. Like I could have been at work looking at the stream.
Kingsman.
But
okay. All right. Alo says Kingsman. Kaiko?
Kingsman. Or I mean, what did we take out of the Minecraft thing? Just there was nothing new that came out of Minecraft.
Kaiko, you're careful with your camera, by the way.
Minecraft? You know, I don't have no control over this.
I know.
this thing should be moving. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
Minecraft they didn't come out with nothing new about Minecraft, right?
They always come out with
something. That was just a celebration of 1
right.
billion.
That wasn't
views.
That wasn't like a new game or a new show that they were coming out with. That was just
It was like an announcement.
Right.
Nice.
That was a really cool trailer. Raina?
Yeah.
I know you saw it.
Here,
yeah.
I've only got to only do 2 trailers, and so the 2 that I got to see were awesome. They were fun. No, I got to see 3.
Yeah, the bad guys one was the first one.
So this was a lot of fun. As late as I was, but it was fun. I think we all did great together. I love it when the conversation is so like, yeah. Everybody has an opinion, and it's like, oh, it's crazy. No, but it was good. It was fun. I think that definitely, like I said, you already know how I feel. Channing Tatum thing, and then Kingsman. Definitely gonna watch that. And Bad Guys, the kids are gonna see that. So
cool.
Yeah, Bad Guys was a favorite.
Yeah, I'm enthusiastic about what's to come, except for the last one. I'm not gonna plus one. Names. I'm just gonna say the last one.
Yeah, that Romancing the Stone 3, we'll call it that.
I'm just glad
Hillary Duck
I'm just glad Hillary Duck came back and did something. I love to see what she's doing.
Yeah, the How I Met Your Father.
Yeah, I know it's not gonna be good though. I'm probably gonna not like it.
Well, I mean, at least you're going into it with enough sort of, I guess, fandom,
Right.
basically.
These new sitcoms, they don't do it for me. They kind of outuse the jokes.
Sitcoms.
Now I really want to watch it just based off of what you said. I wonder if they do reuse jokes.
Yeah, they just they just trying to come up with some new some new concepts, but it's the same jokes.
I hope they do reuse jokes, and I hope I laugh at them again.
Right. But
and I'm gonna agree with Kingsman, and you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and check out the Fantastic Beasts thing is a motivation for me to go back and rewatch those first two films, because I haven't really paid very much attention to the Potter franchise since Deathly Hallows 2. But so I haven't been following Fantastic Beasts at all. But this looks like they're going into a different direction with that, especially since here again the recasting and the way that they've handled that, the recasting of Johnny Depp for that film. And that looks like they're going in a different direction in a very fascinating direction with that, and that might be an interesting piece of content to enjoy when that actually drops in. I think it was April is when that trailer said, April 22, when Fantastic Beasts 3 drops. So looking forward to that as well. Cool. So I guess that basically wraps up this particular episode. Man, this was jam-packed. Thank you guys so much for doing this with me tonight. Goodness. Alonzo, Andrew, Micah, Raina, Kaiko. I guess we want to go ahead and passing. I guess that's basically it. We have Weird News on Sunday. Who's coming back for Weird News?
I'll be here.
Cool.
Hopefully me.
Go on Sunday.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Cool. Alo, you coming back?
I have no idea what I'm doing Sunday. Sure.
I
question mark. Okay.
Cindy going on Saturday and come back on Sunday.
Everyone take out your sword and make Don feel uncomfortable because he doesn't have one.
I put her away.
So let's. Oh, brother.
Wow, I'm not as cool as you guys. What the heck? It's me and you, Don.
I put it back it's behind stuff. Now I can't get it.
It's me and you.
Okay.
It's me and you.
Yeah, exactly.
I should have left it up.
Wow. There can be only. I thought there could be only one, but I guess there's apparently 4.
Right.
Very well. All right. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great weekend. And this has been Showcase for the week ending Friday, December 17, 2021. Be safe, be well, and we'll see you Sunday night for Word News.